Welcome. Welcome to this talk about next generation HR and our Personio roadmap. This was back in 2015, and this pretty picture shows me and my three co-founders, Hanno, Iggy, and Arseni. This was taken when incorporating the legal entity of Personio, and the four of us are technology enthusiasts. However, we didn't come together to apply technology for the sake of it, but to solve a real, actual problem for people. So we signed up for empowering HR heroes, empowering you. Great people make great businesses. And HR plays a crucial role in managing and making that business thrive. They work on attracting the best possible people, retaining people, and of course developing them. And lastly, and most importantly these days, take care of people's well-being, both physically and mentally. What a substantial responsibility. Reality, however, shows that HR professionals spend way too much time working through administrative, repetitive, and manual work. So our goal is to kill this administrative overhead and to drive excellence in people operations and strategy. So over the last years, we built the most powerful HR platform for mid-sized companies for the European market. And with our product, we help you and our customers recruit, manage, and develop people all in one. Today, it's not the four of us doing all of this, but it's more than 400 Personios that create value for you and our customers. More of 250, so the vast majority of Personio employees, work on creating this direct value in product development and customer success. Over the last year only, we shipped more than 100 product improvements. This is not bug fixes, this is actual usability improvements and new features. We are obsessed with our customers and understanding their challenges, pains, and joys to make sure those improvements create the most value possible. Until today, we processed 8,000 feedbacks we received in conversations with customers, a lot of this from our customer service team. But also, we're proactively co-creating the product together with our users. We have a team of dedicated user researchers that continuously engages with customers, but also our product management team engages with users, like on the picture, one of our product managers who's talking to folks from our customer advisory board. With all that understanding, we're dedicated to solve our customers' problems, and with that, identified 5 major needs we're continuously solving for. 5 organizational needs that define the next generation of HR. The first of which is the need for easy data access. Personio helps drive employee self-service by having all your people data in the single place, always up to date. So HR spends less time managing multiple spreadsheets, some of which are outdated, cannot really be shared with others, but instead, employees, for example, can check their vacation balance right on the go on their smartphone. The second organizational need Personio solves for is effective task management. HR has plenty of tasks to keep track of, every single of which is important and shouldn't be lost, forget, or delayed. But also managers love working through, for example, their approval requests in one single place. The third need is the need for time-saving automation. We talked about the repetitive administrative work, of which many can be automated. Computers are great at doing repetitive tasks at high quality, but most importantly, this time saved can be spent on working with people. So for example, with Personio, HR managers love creating work contracts with the click of a button. Instead of working with Word documents, copy-pasting employee information all over, work contracts can be created out of the box. The fourth need Personio solves is the need for seamless collaboration, especially in a remote work world. This collaboration is essential. Many processes around people involve multiple stakeholders. Let's take the example of candidate assessment. Recruiters are responsible for coordinating this process across hiring managers, the recruiter itself, but maybe also peers and management. All of this is made easy with having this collaboration digitally in one place. And lastly, there's a big need for strategic insights. Personio aggregates all sort of people data for you to make sense of. So for example, CEOs can answer important questions and be on top of metrics around employee turnover. We're dedicated to solve for those needs continuously and are excited to present some of the work we're currently up to as part of our roadmap. This is some highlights we're working on and will be working on in the future, the first of which we just launched a couple of days ago. With digital e-signatures, in our recruiting product, we allow digitally signing of work contracts by candidates. For us, for example, at Personio, many new joiners join remotely. They can't stop by our office to physically sign their new work contract. So digital signatures enables this seamless collaboration independent of physical location. Of course, this feature works for any document managed with Personio. So whatever document you manage and you create from Personio templates can be digitally signed by one or multiple signers. With that, there can be a sequence of signatures, all of which are legally binding. We're excited to continue improving this product, and we're definitely not done with this feature. In a world of remote work and increased regulations, especially across Europe, time tracking is a more important process than ever. With Time Tracking 2.0, we completely redesign our experience for web. After just launching mobile time tracking recently, this update will help employees to track their time seamlessly and be on top of their work schedule adherence or overtime. Managers will have a much easier time approving times and hours worked. What's entirely new with this update is that Personio supports law compliance. You'll be able to define rules around working hours, breaks, that then are flagged as warnings, for example, to employees when they start entering their times. So you have peace of mind and don't need to run after people for ensuring that their times are actually compliant. Another feature we're currently working on, and I'm excited for, is for our recruiters. Every day in Personio, there's 5,000 applications processed by our customers. CV parsing helps this processing by automating the creation of candidate profiles. Data that's contained in CV documents attached to emails doesn't need to be manually copy-pasted to track applications, but is automatically extracted from those very documents. Just drag and drop one or many CVs into the Personio interface and keep going with the click of a button. There's many more updates that we're working on and will be working on, some of which we'll be working on next year and beyond, and I'm happy to share those major themes that will define the next generation of HR driven by Personio. Today, Personio offers 30 integrations for you to expand value from managing employee data within Personio. Those span across performance management, cost and travel management, but also recruiting. With our integrations marketplace, we'll bring all of these integrations right into the Personio application and interface for you to activate, discover, and configure. I'm really excited about two particular integrations. One has to do with our partnership with Datev announced yesterday, which will enable seamless data submission for our customers to their tax advisors to process payroll. The second one is our Slack integration, which is the single most requested integration by our customers. It will bring information like whose birthday is today right into the Slack application. We talked about strategic insights and the need for those earlier. Today, Personio already aggregates all the people data that is tracked within Personio. We have powerful features like custom reports, but we want to make them even better. With improved HR analytics, we'll add new capabilities to generate and share insights. New reports will help to track metrics that weren't be able to track before, but also generate new insights and capture additional data that's managed in Personio. Secondly, new visualizations will help create charts that will impress your stakeholders. And lastly, we'll work on sharing reports to stop manual exports of data and sharing them over email, but making it easy for everyone in your organization to understand where the business and people is directing. Performance management probably is the single most important and influential process that's coordinated by HR that eventually drives engagement of people and business success. With Performance Management 2.0, we go beyond tracking and documenting effective performance reviews, but allowing you to organize and coordinate the entire process at scale. So managers and employees know exactly what to do next at any point in time. As a result, you spend much less time running after people to ensure that the actual feedback meetings are scheduled, not delayed. So you can spend more time focusing on high-quality feedback and performance reviews conducted by the entire organization. As we just saw, a big driver for operational excellence are processes. They need to be streamlined. With Personio, we're looking to expand our current capabilities on streamlining onboarding and approval workflows with a feature we'll call custom workflows. It's a powerful engine to optimize your most important and very individual HR workflows. For example, managers will be able to request a promotion that's then approved by an HR manager, and if approved, finance will be notified and can process the promotion. You're thinking of a second level approval, or maybe another person that needs to be notified. Just add a step. In reality, we understand such workflows are really complex. What if the approver is out sick? Custom workflows will be powerful so that, for example, you can define substitutes for your approvals. I've been presenting a couple of highlights we're really excited to work on and ship to you over the next months, all of which serve the fundamental needs that define next-generation HR: easy data access, effective task management, time-saving automation, seamless collaboration, and strategic insights. We'll relentlessly work towards solving those. And with that, there's one more thing I want to talk about. There's 1.2 million SMEs with non-empowered HR heroes. With Personio used in 40 countries already, we'll soon release Dutch translations, and further improvements to, for example, manage absences. With that, we want to make Personio available and best in class for every HR team in Europe. That was my overview, and thank you for using Personio, your continuous feedback, but also thank you for being curious for what we're up to. We're more excited and motivated than ever after 5 years in to spend the next 5 years and beyond to create even more value for you and your organization. Thank you.
And now we're back with the Q&A. Thank you, Roman, for your talk. And can I just please have the attention of everybody and just look at Roman's outfit today. He just fits perfectly into this whole situation. So as you can't be here and as we don't have any audience, can everybody here just please clap? Because I think it's just perfect. And this is how you identify yourself with your company. Well done. So back to business. Roman, tell me, how did you come up with the idea of transforming HR paperwork? Because I assume it's not easy to go to the old white men and tell them, now everything that you've done before, you just don't need it because it's easier to do it digital. And especially in Germany, it's hard to convince people that something new is good.
Yeah. So we're clearly riding the wave of awareness around digital transformation that needs to happen, and Frauke just talked about. And some of our co-founders identified this need and pain by experiencing it ourselves. In fast-paced, high-growth environments, like some of us working at West Wing, for example, we understood the pain of managing people data with spreadsheets, and that is the initial problem we went to solve.
And what is it that you're excited to work on that's not on your deck?
I think, as I'm a designer by heart, there's a couple of usability updates we're shipping to our existing customers I'm personally really excited about. So for example, in our employee management capabilities, we'll make editing and maintaining this data in line with the need for easy data access and maintenance much easier. But also there's long-term, even new products we want to build to facilitate, for example, personal planning, which is a huge pain in many organizations we experience ourselves. So there's a couple of things as part of our vision that I didn't present today, but I'm really excited about.
Roman, you talked about how others can use Personio, but how do you use it internally?
Yes, I think we are a true power user. So looking at some of the performance and usage analytics, we're definitely on top of the list many times, also given that we're investing a lot in recruiting and bringing new people on board. So that helps us understand where our needs to make HR in a digital world scale. And also we'll test, of course, any new feature internally first in sort of an alpha program to ensure that it actually solves the problem we intended to solve in the first place.
Oh, that's quite good. So one last thing here. What's the most rewarding thing for you personally?
Yeah, I think working so closely with customers, there's just so much opportunity for us of what we can improve, but also add to the product to create even more value and capture more of the HR activities, like the custom workflows I just talked about. And with all of that opportunity, there's the tough reality of we can't solve for all of this in the first place. So I'm really excited when we actually ship things like e-signatures we just shipped, which we wanted to build for a long time because we knew there's the demand, and you know, it will create so much value for our customers. So those moments of finally shipping things, but then also the feedback we receive from customers, I think, is the most rewarding thing if they tell us that what we build actually creates value in their daily work.
Thank you so much.